So while I've been finishing up the script for the video addressing all the really bad arguments scaling Goku to 5D in Outerversal, I've been informed that some Goku fans are getting so desperate to prove that Dragon Ball has these statements that they're blatantly creating fake scans and claiming they're from certain databooks. So, let's talk about it. So first we got this scan I've been seeing of base Gogeta and Broly. Now, whenever I see these get posted anywhere, I get conveniently told that no one who cites this scan actually knows from which material it was cropped from. And that's something to immediately take away and notice whenever you see stuff like this, is that it's conveniently cropped, and seemingly the full page isn't provided. Even when I tried to reverse image search this scan, I came up with nothing. So essentially what I ended up doing is looking and finding every single piece of official material regarding the Broly movie. Anything that was meant to promote the movie or provide more information in its lead up to the release. Anything these Goku fans would often cite as evidence. But before I get into that, let's show the other scan that I've also come across, which you'll often notice as well is conveniently cropped and the full page is never shown. However, the ones that often cite this page say it comes from the Saikyo jump. So at least we have a place to start from. And luckily in my search, I was able to find a channel that has provided a full review of both the 2018 and the 2019 editions of the Saikyo Jump promotion, even going page by page throughout for the convenience of the viewer who is unable to buy it. For those who wish to see them for themselves, the links to both videos will be in the description. But beyond that, as I went through both issues of Saikyo Jump, these were the only pages that featured Broly or anything regarding the Broly movie. So unless the people I have been citing misquoted or misremembered where the scan in particular came from, this is clearly fake, as it doesn't exist in either issue of the Saikyo Jump in which the Broly movie was promoted. The only page I can manage to find that is even remotely close to looking like this crop rendition of a databook page is this page from the Broly movie film book meant to provide more information about the movie, which obviously isn't the page in question, with this bottom right hand corner of the cropped scan bearing similarities to the character sheets. But conveniently, you can tell based off this cut off portion of Broly's hair, which can be noticed in the character sheets as well, since another face of Broly proceeds to be overlaid on top of it. And this part of this picture of Broly, weirdly making one of the strands of hair smaller than in the character sheets. Almost like that part of the character sheets was cropped out and plastered onto this amateurishly. Something that can also be pointed off is the very translation itself that they push includes the Outerversal statement, in which the use of the word probably is used, which last time I checked was not something of the Japanese vernacular, or when one of my friends Trent put it through Google Translate and it came up with the word probably and weirdly lolly. So even within the translation itself, there are hints of fabrication that can be noticed, which if you look in how the kanji is portrayed in just this scan alone, how inconsistent they're portrayed and supposedly written. This is even how the kanji look within the scan of the film book. So I think it's safe to say at this point that this scan has been busted as a clear fake. Now with the information we currently have, let's go back to the first scan that we looked at the beginning of this video, which I'll reiterate isn't cited as existing anywhere. Even in my little scavenger hunt, it doesn't exist anywhere. Not even the use of this yellow and orange background. So it's already weird that I can't even find a page that is even remotely similar to this. So let's look at the actual renders of base Broly and Gogeta. The only existence of this render of base Gogeta is in the character sheets and in the movie pamphlet or theatrical program book. Considering the way that it's colored, it seems to have come from the character sheets. But also to note that because the only renders of base Gogeta exist in these two pieces of official material, and not this cropped page of I don't know where it came from, that it's already a dead giveaway that it's fake, as well as the render of base Broly. Also notice how they have this same blue highlight around them that's weirdly inconsistent. That also exposes how the black outline of Gogeta mysteriously disappears when it's superimposed onto the Broly render. That already tells me that this is also amateurishly photoshopped to be made a fake skin, as well as the inconsistency in the portrayal of kanji. which seems to look like they were rendered separately, considering how the red from this bubble stands out far more than anything on this cropped page. I think this is enough to prove without a shadow of a doubt that this scan is fake. I would provide the translation to you guys, but the scan is so blurry that I can't even put it into Google Translate. But this is supposedly used for Outer Goku, so I guess it's supposed to have something along those lines, but considering already debunked the scan being real, it doesn't really matter. Well, that's it for the video, and for those who use these scans, cope and see you.